The NFL is on EA Sports as we bring you a look inside Highmark Stadium here at Orchard Park, New York. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Buffalo Bills.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
And we are underway in Buffalo. Pushing his way through. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 26-yard line.
Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Extension, it's complete. And he's taken down right away at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Bills at 2-7 now on the year. They've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
And that's complete to Close. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And again, it's Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
On play action, Allen. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Now Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
Over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on first and 10 at the 20. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. And that last throw, CD, going to move him even further up that all-time passing leaderboard as he just moved beyond Broadway Joe Namath at 27,663 yards.
And that's impressive because Joe Namath, my goodness, he could throw a football. I mean, it was just gorgeous the way he threw it. Rallied his Jets to a Super Bowl win, one of the greatest upsets in NFL history. Broadway Joe.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Bills are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. First and 10. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And that will set him up in excellent shape. First and goal at the 9-yard line. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close. And it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football.
Joe Mixon, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Bucs have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Bills nothing. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
37-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now Allen. Now a run here off the offense. Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they will set up. Defense, Charles, very opportunistic here early. A second fumble recovery in this first quarter of play.
Yeah, you mentioned the right word, opportunistic and aggressive, because once they got the first fumble recovery, they were eager to get a second one, and sometimes they just come in bunches. On the flip side, they've got to figure out how to hold the ball because the play calls seem to be okay. They're just not executing.
Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
That's good.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Mayfield looks to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. A nice little screen. They'll get 6 on first down.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Now Mayfield. Pass thrown right back to Joe Mixon. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing, Mayfield. This goes out wide from Mixon. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Joe Mixon with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Bucs lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They start the drive with Cook. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down in a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Round 80!
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with 2nd down and less than a yard. A give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Bills, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On play action, Allen. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
To throw, it's Allen. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Allen going to throw. And that will be incomplete as well.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this 1st half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. It's been a good 1st half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Across the formation, he finds Godwin. Down the sideline he goes. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Chris Godwin, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 21-0.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Levante David. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Allen. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback and giving him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Allen. Under pressure, and down he goes. Yaya Diaby drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And the punt goes out of bounds, so no chance to bring it back, and they will spot it at the 24-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get is the idea.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8. Here's Mayfield. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
That'll be taken in downfield by Godwin. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Buccaneers, 1st down. It's a gain of 35.
Run.
1st down, Buccaneers.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, alert!
Mayfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Maxwell Hairston. And the Bills are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears.
It's out. It's loose. And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Allen now looks to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The safety, Antoine Winfield, got in there that time. But, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this 1st half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the 1st down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, got the safe completion on 3rd. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that'll hit and go out of bounds, so they'll start just outside their own 40-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Chris Godwin,
as the 1st half is winding down.
And the Buccaneers would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it is 28-0.
Kickoff for the Buccaneers.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Ty Johnson.
And he finally runs runs out of gas, but not before he's inside the 10-yard line.
Similar to golf, you never want to count a score before it actually happens, but you have to figure they thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep them out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
To the air, Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Josh Palmer in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now.
Makes the score Buccaneers 28, Bills 7. Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Kings! Regular! Pistol!
Final play of the half, Mayfield. And got his man complete. Look at the big fella go. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Play fake. Mayfield. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. And the Bills are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Allen going to change this at the line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
And the Bills first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
180!
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Running lanes run a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
180!
On play action, Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down.
319! Area.
Watch the twist.
Throwing now is Allen. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The Bills send the punter out. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Looking left sideline, is complete. Inside the 10, and he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 80 yards.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to first and goal. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Bucs have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 8.
180! What's that?
Here's Allen to throw it.
This to the tight end, Kincaid.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up. Give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Allen will look to throw for it on fourth. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and trying not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Mayfield on play action. To the left side, he gets this one to Ibuka. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
We're in the 3rd quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. Back around his goal line. Here's Allen. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The Bills send the punter out. He's been terrific so far. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball up, you end up throwing a pick, everything goes awry. And now, points don't go up on the board. I just heard a fan scream out, I thought the idea was to score points. Yeah, they're getting a little restless, too.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to beat.
And oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Bills are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Allen. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. Still going inside the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Khalil Shakir, 78 yards. And the Bills
are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Here's Bass now for the extra point.
And that'll cut the lead down to 28.
Makes the score Buccaneers 42, Bills 14. Mitch Wishnowsky.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Bucs take over first. And 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Back now in Buffalo. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Hey, alert, alert, alert. Run. Point it right, point. Kings.
Mayfield looks to throw.
Looking deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Jalen McMillan, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Buccaneers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Buccaneers 49, Bills 14. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. Has his man, it's Shakir.
And he makes it all the way down to the 31.
A big play here for Buffalo. 48 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
Now Allen. And complete right side to Cook. And down inside the 15 he goes.
And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. And now off to the races, down the right side. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for Buccaneer TD.
McLaughlin for the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Bills 14. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss.
Oh, what a juke into space. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
At the 45-yard line.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Alert, alert, alert.
Allen going to throw. He'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
4 yards on the pickup.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
To throw, it's Allen. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted.
Picked off by Jamel Dean.
And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Buccaneers 63. Bills 14. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Here's Cook again. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Tough spot here, third down and 11.
Ready? I want my money back. Half. What's that?
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Shakir hauls it in. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down. One final try here for Allen. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
180. Where's that?
Here's Allen. Right back to Cook for another completion. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Tyler Bass now for the point after.
And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
Buccaneers 63, Bills 21. Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28.
180. Regular. Watch out.
Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. He's going to air one out. And now here's another interception. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 42-yard line.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Tampa Bay, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll get another road date next week.